Welcome back. It's 4:46 on your Wednesday morning. Waking up in winter storm alert this morning for our winter storm that's moving through as we speak. You can see the rain is changing over to freezing rain and a wintry mix in St. Louis right now. And down that 44 corridor, we're seeing the same thing. You go north and west, parts of St. Charles County, Lincoln County, even back towards Montgomery and Gasconade County, starting to see the changeover into snow as well. So the colors here on the map, this purple here, that denotes the mix with freezing rain and sleet. The pink, that's mostly freezing rain, and then of course the green, we show you that all the time, that's rain. But again, past places like O'Fallon, Troy, you're starting to see that change over to snow, where more than just a little bit of sleet is coming on down. If you look closely here on the ground at Main Street in St. Charles, especially on the sidewalk where the light is, you can see the accumulation starting to happen with that sleet and snow in parts of St. Charles. Lambert officially just reporting cloudy skies right now, 29 degrees, but it feels like temperature of 18. That wind today will be gusty. We've had sustained winds at 14 out of the north and gusts already up to 30 miles per hour, and that will continue through the day. 29 officially again at Lambert, 35 over in Salem, Illinois, but you're still at 43 in Mount Vernon. That cold front has yet to push on through your area. And just like we were telling you yesterday, the ice, that heavy ice, will be south and east of town from Mount Vernon back towards Farmington, even over towards Paducah area and back towards Memphis. So for us, again, it's starting to change over, numbers falling into the 20s, and that's where we'll stay through much of the day as that changeover happens. I think by dawn, we'll start to see mostly sleet and snow in St. Louis, and notice that kind of stops right at the St. Louis metro area. So you go down towards Jefferson County, back towards the Metro East. That's where you'll continue to hang on to the wintry mix through much of the morning until the afternoon. That's when things will really change over in St. Louis completely. So here's the timeline for you as we go through the rest of the day. I'd say another hour or two of a mix, and then we're talking that snow really through much of the late morning into the early afternoon. 20s will do it for highs today, ending up with about 6 to 12 inches of sleet and snow combined in St. Louis. 24 tomorrow, all the snow wraps up, and then we're dry for the weekend. Temperatures rebounding. All right, let's get an update on the morning commute with Monica. Monica, of course, we know when it rains, it pours, and well, when it snows, it's a mess. So what's going on this morning?
It is, and Anthony, you know, we've all been talking in the studio about just how quickly the roads have deteriorated as Joe Young, our mighty Joe Young, our photographer, was driving from Chesterfield and heading in towards that 70-64 corridor, and then he went in towards Wentzville. That's where we were talking about the biggest delays. You can see right before the 270 corridor from that 70-64 split, that's where we are hearing some of the accidents, especially on 370 around Elm, 370 at 94. We had one as well. The inner belt coming out of Florissant in towards Clayton. You also have pockets in both the north and the southbound direction. Now that 70 backup goes from that split at 70 and 64 almost all the way towards the Hanley area. The Metro East side's actually looking great as you head over into downtown. However, because of the fact that where you're traveling may quickly change, that's where all those MoDOT and IDOT boards are warning you to watch as you're driving out. Watch your speed. And again, we mentioned earlier from AAA the kit, and some great advice there, because if you do get stuck, you want to be prepared. Festus, St. Clair, some pockets on 44 up towards Pacific. Metro East, though, those bridges are looking pretty good this morning.
Thank you, Monica.